Liverpool are League Cup champions! What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the League Cup final reaction video. Liverpool have beaten Chelsea on penalties after the most incredible penalty shootout in a major cup final. Liverpool already had incredible penalty shootouts before. I remember us playing, I think, Middlesbrough in the League Cup where almost 30 players took penalties. But this time Liverpool scored 11 of their penalties, and let me know on the balance of play, do you think Liverpool deserved to win this trophy? Of course penalty shootouts are a lottery, but congratulations on you to Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool team. This is Jurgen Klopp's and the Klopp era's 5th trophy, the first trophy out of 4 in the bag this season in the trophy cabinet. Liverpool are now the record holders in the League Cup with 9 League Cup trophies, and we waited 10 years to win another cup final in England. I mean, we lost so many cup finals before, winning finally a League Cup final. We lost the Community Shield final on penalties, we lost the League Cup final on penalties, and this time finally we won the cup final on penalties. And Chelsea's decision, Thomas Tuchel's decision to bring Kepa on, blew up in their face. One of my mates actually asked after the final was over, did Kepa think it was a goal kick before he took his penalty? And I'm still laughing at that. And also, what a dramatic cup final. There was everything apart from, goals actually, because the 3 goals were disallowed because of the offside. Let me know. I think the Liverpool decision to disallow the Liverpool goal was very harsh because Virgil van Dijk wasn't interfering with play, in my honest opinion. He didn't really block the run of Reece James. He didn't really hold him back. Reece James wouldn't have got to Mane even if Van Dijk is not there. So to judge Van Dijk offside and to say that Van Dijk was interfering with play was very harsh because the referee, the linesman all gave the goal, but then VAR calls the referee out to the monitor. But to be fair, Chelsea probably didn't deserve to lose in normal time because Mason Mount, how did he not score in this League Cup final? How did this League Cup final end in a 0-0 draw when there were so many chances? It should have been 4-4 or something like that. Maybe Liverpool had one more clear chance than Chelsea on the whole 120 minutes, but this cup final, even though it was a 0-0 draw, it was absolutely brilliant. If you didn't watch it in full, make sure you do, because there was so much drama and so many incredible quality moments. And I think only just by a tiny bit Liverpool shaded it, but if Chelsea win the final by scoring one of their big chances, you wouldn't have argued against Chelsea deserving it. But because they didn't, and 2 of their goals were disallowed by an offside decision, and the second one, the Kai Havertz one, it's a clear offside. The first one, the Lukaku one, it was very marginal, it was very close, it was just offside by a fraction. And if that was a Liverpool goal, I would say I would want those goals to be allowed because it looked level on the naked eye, and when you only put the lines up and the lines are like this, they are basically almost on top of each other. So I want to be fair and balanced in my commentary, saying that maybe the Chelsea goal, the Lukaku goal, should have stood, probably, if I'm totally 100% honest, but also, in my opinion, Matip's goal should have stood as well. Mason Mount misses 2 absolute sitters. The first one, he doesn't even hit the target from like 5 yards out. The second one, a brilliant over-the-top through ball, just beating the offside trap. Mason Mount was onside and hits the inside of the post, and the ball just before the line rolls across goal and out to the other side of the goal. So Liverpool got very lucky in the first half that it was 0-0. The second half, I think Liverpool created some big chances. Virgil van Dijk had a brilliant header which Edouard Mendy saved, and I feel sorry for Mendy actually. He's apart from N'Golo Kante, he's the player that I don't really mind at Chelsea. I think he's a brilliant player and a great guy, just like N'Golo Kante. They are the two Chelsea players that I don't really mind. But Edouard Mendy played his heart out. He was probably Chelsea's best player throughout the 120 minutes. He pulled off some incredible saves. Sadio Mane on a Naby Keita shot rebound, blasts it into Mendy. He also makes a heroic save there. And many other players couldn't go past Mendy. So for him to play as a man of the match and after 120 minutes to get substituted, I thought that was very harsh. But you have to understand that this was an analytical decision. And based on the numbers, Kepa is the much better penalty saver, even though he didn't prove it in this cup final. But Chelsea won 3 penalty shootouts before this one, including the Villarreal penalty shootout, and Kepa was in goal in all 3 penalty shootouts that Chelsea won this season. And also Kepa, I think, only let in like 71% of the penalties that he was facing, and Mendy only 98%. So Mendy maybe made 1 save out of like 20 something shots from penalties, and Kepa made a lot more. So I fully understood the decision, and Thomas Tuchel after the game said, "I take the decision when I take them. We don't know what would have happened if we left anyone on the pitch. No blame on Kepa, it's on me. Sometimes it works out, sometimes not. Sometimes you bring a player on and he makes a mistake. And I mean, Kepa didn't save any penalties. He maybe should have saved 1 or 2, but the rest of the Liverpool penalties, and to be fair to Chelsea, 90% of their penalties were actually brilliant. The goalkeepers had almost no chance on 17 out of the 22 penalties that were taken. Let me know when was the last time in a major cup final there were 22 penalties taken and even the goalkeepers took penalties, because I can't remember a cup final like that. It was absolutely incredible drama, and it just shows the highest quality in English football, that even the centre-backs were scoring brilliant penalties. Van Dijk's penalty was an absolute blast. Fabinho did a Panenka, he did a Pirlo penalty. The cheek on that man, oh my goodness. And Fabinho has already like 7 goals from midfield, he's full of confidence. Harvey Elliott scored from a penalty spot, Konate, Robertson, of course Salah's penalty was amazing in the top corner as well. And even the goalkeeper Kevin Kelleher, who I felt was Liverpool's best player tonight, maybe apart from Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, until he went off, was electric. He was absolutely brilliant, and Liverpool targeted the side of Chalobah, and Luis Diaz was running at him all day, but Chalobah stood up to him, and to be fair, he defended really well and he had a really very good game. Most of Chelsea players had very good games, I felt. Lukaku almost scored in the 95th minute, which Kelleher saved. Kelleher made like 4 or 5 crucial saves, and not just in this game, but for example against Leicester in the penalty shootout he saved 2 penalties, and against Leicester in the normal game he made crucial saves. Against Norwich he made big saves at 1-0 when Liverpool were leading and Norwich almost got back into it, and so many other moments. And Kelleher, today I don't think he saved a penalty because Kepa's penalty was over the bar, but overall he deserves this. He deserves to be man of the match, he deserves to be the hero of the League Cup. Kelleher was the hero of this tournament, but also big compliments to Minamino, who didn't play today, who scored 4 goals in this League Cup campaign. Divock Origi, who scored 2 goals and crucial goals in the League Cup campaign as well. And also, I mean, the penalties were so good, and I love the fact that Liverpool scored 11 of their 11 penalties. That is perfect penalty taking by Liverpool. And by the way, Liverpool have a very good record in penalty shootouts, but not under Jurgen Klopp. Under Jurgen Klopp, we have a mixed record. As I said, we lost at Wembley, we lost the previous 2 finals on penalties. So when it went to penalty shootouts, that was always in the back of my mind. But also, I love this team so much that no matter what happened in this cup final, they were heroes in my eyes. They were all Liverpool legends. But if you want this Liverpool team to be mentioned among the best Liverpool teams to ever play in every era, probably in a 50 or 100 years, this Liverpool team will be mentioned and will be talked about as one of the best Liverpool teams, even though, you know, we haven't won as many trophies as we probably should have won based on the quality, because I'm still convinced that this is the best Liverpool squad and the best Liverpool team that Liverpool ever had. But because we have Chelsea, Man City, mega rich clubs with mega rich owners, and don't get me started on the Chelsea owner and Russia and the war on Ukraine. I already mentioned that in my preview video. If you want my full opinion, you can watch that. But Liverpool are competing with these mega rich clubs, and if Chelsea and Man City didn't have so much money, Liverpool would have of course had a lot of trophies. But the most important thing is that still this Jurgen Klopp era will go down as one of the most successful eras in Liverpool's history, and certainly in modern football from the 90s onwards. This is the most successful Liverpool team. Winning 5 trophies in like 3 years is absolutely brilliant. After the Champions League, the European Super Cup, the Club World Cup and the Premier League title, we now have the League Cup as well. So we almost have the full set. The only trophy missing is the FA Cup and the Community Shield, but the Community Shield is not really that big of a trophy. But the FA Cup, I think Liverpool are hunting that down this year as well. And also we are in the Premier League title race, we are in the Champions League, and if Man City were watching this cup final, they should be afraid of Liverpool, because Liverpool are coming up the hill. And even though Man City are being pushed by the referees, by VAR decisions, Liverpool can still win the Premier League title. So that's the kind of spirit that we need to take into the second half of the season. This will be a brilliant boost for Liverpool. And also, Liverpool beat Chelsea in the European Super Cup final as well after a very entertaining 2-2 draw. This game was as good as that, or maybe even better, even though we didn't see any goals that were given. Actually, we saw 3 goals, but all of them were offside. And I think Liverpool deserved to win this cup final. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Up the Reds, come on Liverpool, League Cup winners, brilliant. And I absolutely love Matip. The picture of him celebrating with the League Cup trophy just came up on my timeline. It's absolutely hilarious. And Luis Diaz already feels like he is proper Liverpool player. And also, Luis Diaz came in and just 3 weeks after he signs, he wins already a trophy. So welcome to Liverpool FC, that's brilliant. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, see you later. Goodbye.